to Politricks Watch. This is Sir P. Now today I'm going to talk about the WO incident and also the sentencing for one of the man them that took the life of Simone Collymore and Winston Walters. Right, a lot of people often forget that two people lost their life that day. Now, I'm going to start off with WO. By now, you would have probably seen the video of him calling the Jamaica Gleaner. If you haven't, it's on their Instagram page. Right. Nationwide also put out a clip of individual a ball say police will kill him. Was also the same youth. Now many people have been messaging me and saying, listen to WO a ball, and okay, we can laugh about that. But you know who had the last laugh? WO. Akeem Thomas. He's somewhere right now laughing because he played the Jamaican media. He used them. He won. What may I talk about? That was a PR campaign. A live, in the moment PR campaign. See, at first he was trying to go live on his phone. Right. But obviously, him don't have the whole of Jamaica following, so that didn't work. JDF and the police were closing in on him. Right. And realizing that him probably are going to end up in a very bad situation. Him do enough 87 though. Try go live. Right. But, as me say, him not have the whole of Jamaica following page. So he did the next best thing. Well, he did a much better thing from his perspective. Him started calling on the different news channel them, or the different media houses them. Man started funnel so hold on. Somebody a call and say him fear for his life, and other journalists start trying to reach out to him, and the Gleaner video is probably the biggest one, the most popular one. You see, let me tell you how WO played the game and won. By putting on his sad voice, you hear how soft spoken he was? Sound like Mary had a little lamb though. You hear him voice soft spoken? Sir, all respectful, all of us told him all I say, sir. Or him afraid for him life, and the reason why them after him is because I'm family. Complete rubbish. WO is a well-known 87. WO was on the run that very same day. But you see, WO and enough 87s in Jamaica know there is no shortage of criminal sympathizing simpletons in Jamaica. Enough of them they both. And if they could just get their voice on a platform big enough, they can win over that crowd, making it virtually impossible for the police to kill them. That's what WO did. By sowing the seed in a people's mind, say, he's just some man in distress, he don't know where they want, he no wanted, and he no do nobody, none, just him family. And see, the journalists then think that then did I get some kind of exclusive scoop, and they were. They probably think that them are going to use WO. No, WO used them. He used them for their platform, just like what the Kerosene do. He played the role of a Kerosene, but he never have a Kerosene around, so he do it himself. He call in and do it himself. He played the role of a victim, and trust me, he had many people fooled. I won't even say fooled, because I think at this point, nobody can fool, so I think people just have a soft spot in them RT87s. Jamaica as a culture love 87s. Love criminals in general, love dons, and that's just the culture. After him come out and tell the whole of Jamaica say, them after me and them want to kill me and me not do nobody nothing. Put on him soft voice and start ball. Even if the security forces that catch up with him that very moment, them couldn't do nothing. Because now Jamaica just here say, this innocent man is on the run and the police one. That right there is 87s using them street smart to stay ahead of the game. You think you are use them a use you. That's why what you've never seen is any 87 on this platform telling none of them no sad story. You never noticed that? Many of your favorite blogs and vlogs, when some big time 87 get caught up in a situation and want to win over the hearts and minds of the people, them know who forgot to. Now, everybody free to do what they want to do. Everybody can do what they want to do in platform. Especially now till no company as big as Glean or whoever off do them thing. But you see that conversation that took place between Doppio and the Gleaner reporter? People need to understand just how badly it could have gone. Is it even entertaining the idea of meeting on 87? Just entertaining the idea? Let's say him did say to him, say, alright, meet me right here, so. And then, when the journalists pull up, the security forces will follow the journalists or whatever. You know what will happen to Mr. Journalist. And even if nothing happened to the journalist then, there is no way he would be able to convince 87s to say, Anna, him set up WO. There should have been no hint, even a hint of any kind of physical meetup. Think you could just meet, man? You think 87 that could say, yeah man, come meet me. In the back of the mind he's thinking, yeah, bring police come. And even if you don't bring police come, or you bring police come. That's what 87's reason. And anyway that journalist there in Jamaica, they may find him. They may find him because they may say, are you met? Are you set him up? Entertaining, no kind of meetup is ludicrous. Furthermore, the operation was live, it was still ongoing. People of Jamaica, yard and abroad. This brother was trying to convince people, say, of all the people in August town, him alone, security forces them a hunt down. Because we related to. A youth named Doppio was trying to convince people in Jamaica, say, him just so sad, and there is this giant conspiracy between JCF and JDF for those pressure him alone. I'm not nobody nothing. I'm not involved in nothing. A dangerous game that journalists will play. You have phone, you have social media, you have email, you can do video call, whatever. Context matters, and in this context, any kind of physical meetup, right, as me say, is downright madness. What do you think a 87 would do if they meet with a journalist and in the middle of the meeting, they hear boom 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 boom, JDF kick down the door? What do you think they're going to do to the journalist? Best case scenario for the journalist is that he just end up as a hostage. That's the best case scenario. Worst case scenario, 87 make up their mind and say, me I bring you with me. 87 said to himself, you know what, since me I got a duff cart, you come too. Next thing I want to talk about. We don't hear when him said people from the community are calling him and tell him, say the security forces them after him. We don't miss out on that. I know enough people were caught up with the whole 87 a ball for life thing. A lot of that was acting, by the way. Man, enough of that was acting. Obviously, he really afraid to say he might go dead, but the whole dramatics, that was time no so now listen. You know, the people are listening, and that was to melt a few hearts. But when you hear the man say, people from the community are calling and I tell him, said security forces after him. We see why these 87s can't escape. Because people can literally create a pathway for them out of the community. Them can say, alright, them upon Princess Street, and upon King Street, right, and upon North Street, and then when them tell the 87s them which part them there, which part security forces them project on, then 87 can just make him own a part and cut and gone about in business. So when your residents ball about, why the police them not do this? Why them not do more of this? Why them won't come? The same people them help 87 escape. Remember, this is the same August town where so-called eyewitnesses tell we say JDF left up park camp, go for Susan Bogle. Right. She was in the bed, them give her one in the chest, and she ball out, and them give her two more on top of that. You remember that? That was August town. Residents from August town said that. Only for the autopsy to come out that was independently verified by the family's own specialist who did not witness the whole thing. So not go say it was one round. And then we find out say there were 87s in the same place and there was a shootout and now them don't even know who fired the round. But originally what the story did say from the so-called residents. Now if you understand, many people in acidic communities are agents of the criminals. So in Augustown, you have your law-abiding people, you have your working people who just want to guard them job and go man mind their business, and you have people, right, who even though them not firing a weapon themselves, but they are agents of the 87s, right? Not those PR agents in helping to help mash up the image like what they might try to. They might say JDF go for Susan Bogle and give her a tree in her chest and she ball out. That was an attempt to put public pressure on the security forces and make them ease up on them constant operations that were taking place, right, in Augustown. That what them want to do. Say look, see them just a come pressure way, they just a come by that way. No gunman are there, they just a come by that way. See them kill innocent Susan Bogle, tree in her chest. When police and JDF come under enough pressure, then them back away from Augustown, then 87s them free for what them want to do. We never realize them strategy there. We never realize it. But then, as usual, when things get out of hand and then 87 start get wild and can't tame and people who never know say them may start get robbed and people who never know say for them relatively that get shot, then them turn around and ball say, why the security forces don't have more presence in Augustown? Can't make up their mind. Which one is it? Which one is it? Is the place full of gunmen and one police? Or place the gunman around there and police is a pressure on because police just don't like people from Augustown. Right, there's this giant conspiracy for just come together and fight against people from Augustown. No gunman out there. It's all a lie. JCF and JDF are tell. They must left camp to go pressure Augustown people. Which one is it? So when you hear straight from the youth mouth, the people them are tell him say security forces after him. Him not get catch him gone. Of course him gone because the people them navigate him out of the place. Them there so. Every gang do this in Jamaica. Criminal organizations cannot survive without the help of residents. Because a youth who just lean up on a corner, right, police can't tell him say, stop look pan we. Him free for do him want do. Accuracy in free for sit down on a rooftop and watch the movements and the patrol of JCF and JDF all day and text. Right. Because if you just see one woman sit down on a rooftop on her phone, legally there's no basis to go up there about. Let me see what we are texting. There's no legal basis for that. So, but the same people, the same 87 them escape. A dopey says so himself. People them are call him. people them they really want to get rid of them so much. If them they really want to get rid of criminals, they may just alright, they like this. Big operation are go on. We could just sit back and watch security forces get rid of them, no. Them call them and tell them, say, yo, take with yourself. Yo, you must come, them over here so. Them down in the corner there. You must look for you, you know. And that sound like they want to get rid of 87s to me. But as I say, bearing in mind, just like everywhere else, you have people who are for and against criminals. So, obviously, Simple Simon and everybody with Augustone support aid and abet criminals. Before I finish the video, I want to talk about Simone Collymore. Now, one of the youth them who carry out the actual attack on her has been sentenced 35 years. 35 years before him even eligible for parole. This is what confused me right now. See, me the thing say once somebody plead guilty, them automatically get a very light sentence. Me think so just the law say plead guilty and get a small sentence. But that's what we've been seeing, right? This brother get 35 years before him eligible for parole, right? For each count of murder. And then him get 8 years and 6 months for illegal possession of a firearm. So make a look on the two charges separately. 8 years and 6 months, even though him plead guilty. So is it a case where judges can fling with people even if they plead guilty? See, many things said the law did force the judge's hand, and the judge just have to give you a light sentence because you plead guilty. But in this instance, this is a heavy sentence. 35 years before parole each. They might run concurrently, but at each. So now I don't understand how that's the cases of man with big reputation as 87. I don't know. Maybe there are other factors like in the, because I know say if you have previous cases before the courts and you have a history of being an 87, then you get a harsher sentence than somebody who has never been having trouble with police. So maybe I that, but every time I think, alright, I kind of understand how the law works. It's like me see a case and now we're going right back to square one. Because 8 years and 6 months for illegal possession of firearm after pleading guilty. Because a sentence, this is not a plead guilty sentence. No. Them sentence you will get when you go court and fight it. Justice Lorna Shelley Williams. So what we are seeing is that different judges just rougher. Some judges just rougher than others. Some judges just tougher than others. Because they have the same law book in front of them. But based on how them hand down the sentences, come down to the judge. Some judges suffer than others. That's the only conclusion we can come to. Either that, or this youth was such a troublesome individual with the law that them say, no, what, just flinging me. Even when plead guilty, just fling me. Because, in my opinion, if him didn't know say I get that sentence, I don't think he might plead guilty. I think he plead guilty because he thinks that he might get one little lighter sentence. He might do like what everybody else get, so. Which is very interesting. Then basically flinging him 35 years before parole. Right. Of course, nothing less than he deserves. But I'm more concerned about the whole sentencing thing in Jamaica. The judges them need to sort it out. Right. They need to have a standard where we can say, right, it can't be no less than that. Because when one person I get 9 months and if you're going, and one I get 8 years and 6 months, you're going. You know, as I say, I'm no legal expert, right? I'm just telling what I see in front of me, and I try to make sense of it. That's all. The person I'm really interested in, the court case that me really want to see, is the husband, because it them give the 87 who carry out the hit that sentence them want to see the husband I get, because I assume the mastermind would have get the harshest sentence, and he no plead guilty, so if him go court and lose it, I'd love to see the sentence that him will get. But I guess all in due time. Anyway, Patreon squad, big up on yourself. PIA, I don't know, more life. Vulture squad, stay circling. Bless.